they do this dance, and Mark Antony's like, go put your hands on your mother's hips.
All right, guys, the Beckham family drama continues to escalate after firstborn son Brooklyn Beckham blasted his famous parents, David and Victoria, in a long and emotional Instagram message.
I try to teach my kids, but you have to sometimes let them make those mistakes.
Brooklyn Beckham has finally broken his silence, and what he revealed caught even his own parents off guard. In a lengthy statement, Brooklyn described moments from his wedding that he says crossed serious boundaries, especially involving his mother, Victoria. From an uncomfortable on-stage dance to behind-the-scenes control, Brooklyn claims the wedding exposed long-standing issues within his family. On January 19th, he explained why he's stepping away for good, saying his parents spent years shaping public narratives while hiding the truth. According to Brooklyn, the problems didn't start at the wedding, they escalated there. He accused his parents of trying to sabotage his relationship with Nicola long before the ceremony, including backing out of designing her dress at the last minute and interfering in deeply personal decisions. Brooklyn says his entire life, from who he dated to how he lived, was tightly controlled, and choosing Nicola was the first real decision he made for himself.
The Beckhams are completely media savvy, but that is a testament to their brilliance, and that shouldn't be seen as a negative. In America, that'd be seen as a positive. It's only in the UK that's seen as a possible negative. The Beckhams have built a phenomenal global brand.
Part of brand Beckham was her being this very serious, very sort of moody sort of...
I think that a lot of people think of me as a stuck-up miserable cow, probably.
Back in 2016, Victoria Beckham quietly registered Brooklyn Beckham as a trademark in the European Union, something that would later take on a much darker meaning.
If your name is globally famous like the Beckhams, yes, it is normal to, and sensible, I'd say, not just normal, sensible to trademark any way that name can be used. And clearly, if your name is Beckham and you're the children of the Beckham brand, at some point you're going to probably use your name, or may use your name, to advance your own career.
Having the brand name Brooklyn Beckham trademarked safeguards his name and also gives him business opportunities, but it is a very irregular commodification of a person. And it is saying, we see you as a person, but we also see you as a business opportunity.
Brooklyn claims his parents didn't just see their children as family, but as part of a brand. When they realized they could no longer control him, he says they tried to take control of his name itself. According to Brooklyn, his parents pressured him just weeks before his wedding to sign over the rights to his name, a move that would affect not only him, but Nicola and their future children. He says they pushed hard because a deal was tied to the wedding date, and refusing to sign changed everything. He also described emotional confrontations, including being called evil by his mother over seating arrangements and hearing family members say Nicola wasn't truly family. The most painful moment, Brooklyn says, came during what was supposed to be his first dance with his wife, when his mother unexpectedly took over. He described the dance as inappropriate and humiliating, saying he's never felt more uncomfortable in public. Wedding DJ Fat Tony later confirmed the tension, saying it was clear both Brooklyn and Nicola were distressed. To many, that moment symbolized years of deeper issues finally surfacing.
Let's start with David and Victoria Beckham. They are reportedly in crisis mode. Amid speculation, their eldest son Brooklyn is preparing to publish a tell-all biography exposing his allegedly greedy and self-obsessed parents. Beckham biographer Tom Bauer has written in the Daily Mail, Brooklyn might be a spoiled brat, but when it comes to sympathy, the 26-year-old wins hands down. If there were ever a victim of rapacious parents and a dysfunctional family, it's the Beckham's eldest son. Wow, Kinsey, this sounds appalling, and yet I can't look away.
And Tom Bauer always has his hands exactly where we want it, whether it's Harry and Meghan drama or the Beckhams. Tom Bauer is the guy. I don't doubt that growing up in the Beckham household came with pressure, but I have a hard time extending real sympathy to someone who has been handed every possible advantage. Brooklyn has had to work for very little, married into a billionaire family, and will never face genuine financial insecurity. At some point, we need to reserve our empathy for real world struggles, not extremely privileged adults who resent the very very lives their parents built for them. I think David and Victoria understand the business, the stakes, and the long game. Brooklyn, frankly, is still figuring out who he is, and let's hope it's not a chef, okay?
Yeah. Or a photographer, because that photography book, that ain't a work of genius. But I have heard other commentators, people who are normally trusted.
The only reason any of this ever came out was that the Beckhams refused to change.
According to those close to the situation, none of this came out of nowhere. Fat Tony revealed that Brooklyn had tried repeatedly to address these issues privately, but nothing changed. When he felt unheard, he turned to the public. Insiders now say the Beckhams are preparing a response, but they're avoiding social media altogether. Their focus, reportedly, is damage control.
These accusations that Brooklyn has now put out publicly, they're so specific about the wedding dress being hijacked last minute, about his mother supposedly jumping in on his first dance and acting inappropriately. The fact that it is so specific from a PR perspective, does that make it harder to defend against, that it isn't something vague and general?
Well, it's certainly difficult when it is a family drama as opposed to two different parties. You know, it's certainly within the family. But proper damage control right now does not look like an Instagram statement. It's about containment. It is likely legal. It is NDAs. It's looking at contracts line by line. It is not going to be about dismantling the narrative that Brooklyn is putting out there. Victoria and David Beckham right now need to contain the brand, keep their collaboration safe, and let everybody know that everything is fine, and be a little quiet at the moment. There should be a statement, but it shouldn't match their sons.
All right, guys, the Beckham family drama continues to escalate after firstborn son Brooklyn Beckham blasted his famous parents, David and Victoria, in a long and emotional Instagram message. Now, David is hitting back on those allegations. Watch.
They make mistakes. Children are allowed to make mistakes. That's how they learn. So that's what I try to teach my kids. But, you have to sometimes let them make those mistakes.
I don't know why I'm always shocked by that British accent. Okay, Caroline, you're obsessed with this. Tell us more.
Okay, so I don't like to see big families fracturing, especially famous ones. Although I'm a firm believer that when you marry your spouse, they become your family. The extended family comes second.
The fallout didn't end there. Brooklyn and Nicola later held a private vow renewal ceremony without his parents present. Friends say it was their way of reclaiming a moment they felt had been ruined, creating a memory free from tension and control.
Nicola and Brooklyn Peltz Beckham, bride and groom once again.
My gorgeous wife, she looks amazing tonight.
Brooklyn's truly like my best friend and also like the love of my life, so it's been nice.
So nice, they did it twice.